What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it looks like the theater that was set to host Dave Chappelle's stand-up special last night in Minnesota caved to some super soiled rabble-rousers and a bunch of clowns on the internet. Well, they've been getting absolutely destroyed for the past 12 to 18 hours online, and I've got to say, I completely don't care. They completely deserve it. The idea that they literally, I mean, wait till you see their statement. Their statement is so hilarious, so self-hypocritical, so self-defeating. Like, it's like the same thing that people say, I support free speech, but... I mean, they literally do the thing. This after a really quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Bond Charge. Now, my favorite blue light glasses company, Blue Blocks, has rebranded. It's an exciting time for them. Blue Blocks is now called Bond Charge. Bond Charge is a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-backed products founded on science and inspired by nature. Bond Charge products adopt ancestral ways of living in our modern day world. They come in non-prescription and prescription and reading glasses. They're for every need. Computer glasses helping with digital eye strain, light sensitivity glasses for low mood and migraines, blue light blocking glasses for improving your sleep. Bond Charge also has a ton of other amazing products like low blue light bulbs and much more. Go to bondcharge.com and use promo code THEQUARTERING to save 20% off right now. Now, theater caves canceled Dave Chappelle show hours before show, quote, "We know there are some that will not agree with the decision." Iconic music festival First Avenue caved to Backlash on Thursday, canceling comedian Dave Chappelle's show hours before the performance was slated to start. The venue, located in Minnesota, has reportedly been getting backlash for planning to host Chappelle. The comedian leans left, but has refused to play a politically correct game with his material, specifically when it comes to radical gender theory. "We hear you," First Avenue posted via social media Thursday evening. "The Dave Chappelle show tonight at First Avenue has been canceled and is moving to the Varsity Theater," the statement said, adding apologies to staffers. "We know we must hold ourselves to the highest standards, and we know we let you down," the venue continued. "We are not just a black box with people in it. We understand that First Ave is not just a room, but meaningful beyond our walls." Actually, you're not. You're just a building. Nobody actually cares about the building. They're there to see Dave Chappelle. "The First Avenue team and you have worked hard to make our venues the safest spaces in the country, and we will continue with that mission," the statement said. Now, this is the great part. This is where it gets chef's kiss. Are you drinking some delicious coffee brand coffee or tea or cocoa right now? It's gonna go down even better if you know what I mean. "We believe in diverse voices and the freedom of artistic expression, but in wait. We believe in diverse voices and the freedom of artistic expression, comma, but in honoring that, we lost sight of the impact that this would have," the theater added. "We know there are some that will not agree with our decision, and you are welcome to send feedback." Oh, and feedback they did send. I can't believe they haven't locked replies right now. Let's see. Sydney coming in with a Lamau lame. Tyler saying, "We believe in diverse voices and freedom of artistic expression, but in honoring that, we overlooked how fragile, humorless, and unhinged so many of you have become. We're scared now. Please leave us alone." 7,700 likes. "We believe in diverse voices," here from Tim Young, "except the voices we don't agree with." Clown emoji, 15,000 likes. By the way, this is what the venue, okay, the venue got a whole 10,000 likes for this, and they're getting crushed. And by the way, there's rumors that like the staff had like said they weren't going to show up for work. Okay, fine, you're fired. You know, that's fine. You're fired. Yeah, I'm sure you can find other people to take tickets. Comedy isn't about being as safe as possible, from Christina Pashaw. People are saying it was, quote, an employee sick out. You see Carrie Smith saying Since you are welcoming those of us who disagree with the decision to send feedback, quote, we believe in diverse voices and freedom of artistic expression. No, you don't. Actions speak louder than words. Now, there are a lot of people, you see, what's this? Waiting to get into the Dave Chappelle show at Varsity Theater. In case you were wondering about how sincere First Ave was about, quote, canceling the show. I don't actually understand that. We believe in the freedom of artistic expression, but not for you. Imagine turning away the greatest stand-up comic in history because people who didn't buy a ticket to the show were upset. I mean, I think that's probably a valid point. Chapter 11 for you. You can't possibly deserve it more. Hey, look, you misspelled, quote, we heard our staff who called out en masse and prevented us from hosting the show at our own venue, even though we really wanted to as you. So there's like this other subplot that the employees didn't show up for work, so then they took advantage of it to try and make themselves seem woke or something like that. After announcing Chappelle's show earlier this week, First Avenue's social media was filled with comments in protest of the comedian, though TMZ reported that tickets quickly sold out. Shocking! Disgusting that you are allowing Dave to perform at your venue when your guidelines specifically state no phobic language will be tolerated, one comment reads. Varsity Theater in Dinkytown is now hosting Wednesday's show in addition to 2 more shows on July 21st and the 22nd. Oh, I'm sure that they're really upset. Chappelle has defended his jokes by touting artistic expression, doubling down in a recent speech given his alma mater. During that speech titled What in a Name, Chappelle announced that he decided against having the theater named after him at the school, instead opting to call it the Theater for Artistic Freedom and Expression. Chappelle explained that he came to that decision following a conversation with the students at the school in which they criticized his remarks from the closer. I know, they're super smart at 16 years old. When I heard these talking points come out of these children's faces, that really sincerely hurt me, because I know these kids didn't come up with those words. I've heard those words before. The more you say it, the more you say I can't say something, the more urgent it is for me to say it, Chappelle said. And it has nothing to do with what you're saying I can't say. It has everything to do with my right, my freedom of artistic expression. That is valuable to me. It is not severed from me. It's worth protecting for me. It's worth protecting for everyone else who endeavors our noble professions. Yeah, I'd say so. As the Washington Post says, comedian Dave Chappelle showed up at Minneapolis venue Wednesday canceled hours before from the community. The community. What is the community? And of course, you can say whatever you want, but you're not guaranteed to be paid to stand on stage and say it. Actually, he is pretty much guaranteed to get paid. Imagine, like, in these quote-unquote unprecedented times, right, where people are dialing back their spending, okay? Right now we have innumerable reasons why people are spending less money on entertainment. Because, well, gas is $5+ a gallon, food's expensive, inflation doesn't have any signs of showing down. Heck, I see it very clearly in just the advertising revenue. I mean, normally July is pretty strong in terms of advertising revenue. Now, the news hasn't been like as spicy as it normally is, but I see it rolling back in advertisers. I see it rolling back in the number of people reaching out for new sponsorships. Fortunately, my channel is pretty much full at this time, but like, you see it. And, you know, people are spending less money to go pay $100 to see a stand-up comedian. And, you know, Dave Chappelle's going to be fine. He doesn't necessarily need the money, but what isn't going to be fine is the venues and all the employees that work there, you know, 3 days a week. Guess what happens when they don't have a show? They don't work. And I suppose it must be really easy, must be very privileged to say, well, I work at a music venue and I don't like what this comedian has to say, so I'm just not going to show up for work. I mean, I promise you that there's going to be a reckoning. I have all these, you know, I'm going through all these construction projects right now, There is innumerable people that I've worked with in the last several months that don't seem to care about making money because they're making more than they've ever made before, and the times are good, except for the fact that they aren't going to stay good forever. And a lot of these people that show up late to the job, or are 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks late on completing the job because they're making so much money and they're taking other work, they're going to come crawling back this time next year when all these bridges they've burnt while they were in the, making money without any foresight into the future. That's the same thing that's going to happen with a lot of these employees that think, oh my God, it's just so great to be me. I can just quit my job and not show up for work because I can go work here, there, or the other place for the same amount of money. That's true right now, but it's not going to be true forever. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you click that red subscribe button down below. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.